Quick question. Do any of the rest of you all have this problem? The more I eat healthy, the more I buy crap. It's like my meals and most of my snacks are still good with fruits and vegetables, but then this happens. Look, this was only $1 and it was because it's Valentine's Day and I was really craving these. Yeah, that was an impulse. I just got back from my morning run because my brother-in-law challenged me to a half marathon. Anyway, look at that. That was really fun. That was an adventure. It was a lot thicker in certain parts. I just say it still hasn't let up very much. But at this time of day, in this area, usually the fog's all gone. It's gonna be hard to talk about, not gonna lie. So this week I wanted to talk a little bit about commitment and a little bit about the challenges when it comes to starting a new program. As you've seen, I've been gaining weight, and as you've also seen, I also ate some donuts and a bag of Cheetos. That's something I've never done before, is eating a whole box of donuts to myself in 2 days. I've never done that before, and it scared me a little bit. I know why that happened, I really do, because I said I was going to plan for this Whole Foods plant-based thing, but life keeps happening. I have 3 jobs to balance. I keep forgetting to plan, and the last 2 days, I didn't have any bread. I didn't even think about eating beans. I was not eating carbs at all. And that was the one thing that the Whole Foods plant-based book was saying. You can't exist on just fruits and vegetables. Some people say you can, but you need those legumes and you need those carbohydrates. You need the grains, you need the breads, and I just wasn't having any of those. And it's probably why when I was at the checkout, I bought the box in the first place. And I had the Cheetos because I was having a Cheetos craving, and I was saying, well, I'm doing this new thing now where it's just breakfast, so now I can eat whatever I want whenever. This wasn't a good experience for me, but it was good in the sense of it was eye-opening, because I told myself, look, if you're going to do this, are you going to do this? And it helps that I'm making these videos because it's partly kind of an assistance to you guys if you ever find these. But it's more for me. It's a journal to myself and trying to figure out where I've been, where I'm going. And basically what I'm saying is I wasn't really honest with myself at the beginning. And because I wasn't honest with myself, I wasn't honest in my initial videos. I do want to maintain my weight or lose it. The fact that I've been gradually increasing my entire life scares me. I was 180 pounds in middle school. And in college, I peaked at 215. And that to me was terrifying, and I tried really hard to work out and eat right, and I haven't been able to get really much below 210 since. And the habits that I've shown you in these videos that I've adopted aren't helping that. I do believe that the Whole Foods plant-based diet will help me in the long run. I was feeling good. I felt light. I was starting to feel that energy and light engine that, the vegans and the Whole Foods plant-based people are always talking about. I was actually starting to feel that, and then I bought the Cheetos and the donuts. And now that's gone. I'm not like dead inside. I don't feel like the biggest schlob in the world because I'm not that far from eating that way, and so it still feels normal, but I just still felt heavy in my gut, and other things didn't appreciate that either. These are the traps to avoid when you're making a new resolution and a new plan and you feel like quitting. 3rd week is always the hardest. That's what I've been told. And I passed the 3rd week and I thought I was safe. No, it's kind of a battle every week, especially in the beginning. I feel like once you've passed 30 weeks and it's a habit, then it would be a habit, and then I could decide with all confidence, can I keep this, or do I want to get rid of it, or do I want to modify it for my life? It's going to be a struggle, and it's going to be a day-to-day thing, and you just got to decide, are you committed? Are you in or are you out? Do you really want the thing you want? And I would suggest doing the videos and seeing what it is you want at the beginning when you're struggling, and then you rewatch it. It's very motivating. When you're making a plan, you have to actually make a plan. Like, it's one thing to say, oh, I have a desire to change to a Whole Foods plant-based diet. Oh, I have a desire to achieve this goal, and I'm gonna do it. And I've heard someone did this by running, so I'm just gonna run. It's not specific enough. This is what I've learned, because I bought the book for this to help me, because I thought that was a step I needed. Because I initially was going with, oh, I'll just eat fruits and vegetables and legumes and grains and it'll just magically be easy, and because you know I've already cooked with these things, I know how to cook with these things, I can make something amazing. No. It's not necessarily the case. You have to actually plan. You have to actually come up with meal plans. You have to actually come up with a grocery list. The other thing is find inspiration everywhere. You need to find that motivation, not only in yourself, but outwards. Look and find the people who've done what you want to do. Find them. Find the people who have done what you don't want to do and what you want to avoid. I don't like focusing on the negative as a motivator because I feel like that's less helpful than focusing on the positive. But I feel like if you're focusing on 80% positive and 20% what you want to avoid, the wanting to avoid a bit will just add to the positive bit. I am getting tested for various reasons. I don't need to get into that, but I have to get my thyroid tested, and we're going to see if that's an issue. Because if it is an issue, it's really going to affect this study, and then from now on in the study will have to be based on how I feel about my life. And maybe it could also be based on that, but I don't know. It really depends on what the doctor says. All right, guys. Keep trucking along. Doing great. Looking good.